What is up, cool kids? I'm Cool Trainer Gavin. Welcome back to the next episode of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team Let's Play here on the channel. Now, if you remember last episode, we ended off talking to Ekans up here about Medicham. He was worried about Medicham getting KO'd in a dungeon that they'd been talking about for a little while. And I believe he should be over here. Yes. Why are you bouncing like that, Ekans? Oh no. Medicham went down. What should I do? If I went, I'd only last a little while. Oh no. Medicham, help me! This is Medicham. Rescue me, please. The reward is a secret. Medicham, objective. So, that's what we're doing today. This is the beginning of sort of the last arc of the story. Gavin read the SOS mail apparently sent by Medicham. My name is Medicham. We had no trouble entering this dungeon, but it's horrible here. It's much too difficult. Ekans, he was defeated right away. It makes me want to scream. Somebody, please help me. The place is Wish Cave. The reward is a secret, but it's really very nice. You can be sure of that. The place in which Medicham is thought to have gone missing, Wish Cave is now open for exploration. So there's that. That's what we're doing today. And if you know anything about Mystery Dungeon, you'll know that this dungeon is a 99 floor dungeon. However, like the job posting said, we only need to go to floor 20 for this to continue, which is great. Which is fantastic. But this is a really interesting dungeon in that you are reduced to level 1. Everyone in your party is reduced to level 1. So there's one Pokemon that I know I need to bring with me, and that is Charizard. Because, actually, I'm probably going to be Charizard. Because Charizard knows Heat Wave at level 1. And we've seen how broken that move is. So I'm actually going to check really quick to see if it's better to bring Latios or Latias with me. Because I looked through my team and I don't, or like my, rescue team members, and they don't, none of the rest of them are really like, obviously super good at level 1. So I'm going to check to see their level up movesets. I'll be right back. So I looked through my guide, and neither Latios or Latias have good movesets at all. So I'm going to take a brief pause and go recruit a new Pokemon that I think will be very helpful. So I'll be right back. Okay. It has taken me close to an hour. But we've recruited the Pokemon that I wanted. Oh my god, you're a lot higher level than I thought you'd be. And it's Articuno. Yeah, it's Articuno. So, Articuno starts with Powder Snow, which is another move that hits the entire room. So, I guess with that, we're all teamed up. I guess we're going to Wish Cave. Yeah, see, the guide told me that it was level 33. Oh no, I don't want to lose all my money. So I need to go deposit my money. But yeah, like, it must be level 33 when you fight it the first time. Because, like, I went in with my Charizard holding the friend bow, and I, like, save stated right before the battle, and it would not, like, join me. And I looked in the guide, it says, like, it's rated as likely to join you. So I'm like, I've got a friend bow, I don't understand the problem. So then I just use a bunch of Joy Seeds on my Metagross, and, yeah, I just used a bunch of Joy Seeds on my Metagross, got to like level 65, and first time with holding the friend bow, it recruited. So here we are. Okay. Should I set Scratch? I'll use Heat Wave later. Yeah, Articuno is actually like really good in this kind of dungeon. Well, my HP is so high. Yeah, this is the best strat for the level 1 dungeons are to have your team leader hold the item Joy Ribbon, right? Yeah. So, if you saw that Magnemite was doing 2 damage to me, I'm gonna link some moves. Yeah, it was doing 2 damage to me. So each time I gained 2 experience, which is really useful. Oh heck. No, I thought I had Leer instead of Scratch. Or, instead of Growl. Never mind. Togepi, I love you. I don't think we can recruit Pokemon here, but if... Oh. That Togepi came to play. Whipping out a random metronome fissure, that's fine. Man, Articuno from the side looks kinda silly. Like from the front or from the back, like it looks fine. Like from the side, it just looks silly. So I've been waiting for literally anything to happen in this dungeon. I almost just call it a gym. For anything interesting to happen in this dungeon. But it hasn't yet, and it's floor 18, and we only need to get to floor 20. So, what's gonna happen when we get to floor... Well, I guess that was something interesting. What just happened? Okay. Yeah, it must... Oh, yeah, because it's got guts. Duh, that makes a lot of sense. But, wow. That did so much damage. Yeah, floor 20. So, something interesting. Something real interesting. What I might do, because I'm actually set up quite well for this dungeon. Hi, Medicham. Oh, my, I can't seem to find a way out. I might make a save state here and then come back to it. What am I to do? Can you imagine just pulling up with an Articuno for anything? Like, wow. Oh, you? Perhaps you've come to rescue me? Yes, I'm so lucky. Yes, you are. I don't even get to continue? Never mind. Medicham, you're safe, yes. I'm so sorry, Ekans. That dungeon, it was too much for me. Thank you for saving me, I appreciate it. Ow. My body, it hurts all over even now. But that dungeon, what is it about it? They say it makes a wish come true, so I went. But it was very hard in there, most terribly so. Key? I never want to go again, such a terrible place. At first, I made an SOS call because I did not want to lose this. But I'll give it to you. Here, your reward for my rescue. A wish stone, ooh. They say that if you take that stone to Wish Cave, to its very depths, wonder of wonders, a wish, it comes true. You see, a rich reward, don't you agree? However, if you lose that wish stone on the way, the wish cannot come true. For me it was impossible, but you must try. We definitely could get there. It would take forever. Because, you know, yeah, I kind of went through, yeah, it took me less than 15 minutes to go through that 20 floors. But I feel like that was just kind of luck. But, seeing as we've got a lot of time left in this episode, what do I have to do now to activate the last thing? Let's see. Event 9. To begin this event, you must first rescue Medicham from Wish Cave. Check. Then visit the post office bulletin board and speak with Medicham and Ekans, who will ask about Gengar. Alright. Man, Charizard runs so weird. Say, sweetie. Thanks, but no thanks, Medicham. You're not really my type. Have you seen Gengar around? No, I haven't. Oh, okay. Something seems to be wrong with Gengar lately. He won't do anything wicked with us anymore. I wonder what's wrong with him. Yeah, he looks like he has a lot on his mind. You think so? His expression, it looks the same as usual, no? All I have seen him, wow, English, is him laughing in his usual mean way. No, it's different. I can tell. The way he sets his mouth. It's different just a little at the corners. Perhaps that is so. Anyway, without Gengar around, team meetings can't operate. Such a vexing problem. Okay, so now we just need to wait today. So, I'm gonna just go harass some Pokemon in Tiny Woods real quick. Or not, I could get through this dungeon, completely without... Never mind. Yeet! I just ended that Sunkern's career. Goodbye. Goodbye. Does being super effective only do... Because that did like around 200 damage, right? Okay, so it does 50. It does 50% more-ish. Okay. Okay, so we harassed some Pokemon in Tiny Woods. Now what? Wait, then locate the pair again at Pokemon Square. They'll mention that Gengar went to Mount Freeze, but don't try to track it down there yet. Instead, go about your normal business and wait for Gengar to pay a visit to your team base the next morning. Cool. I think Gengar headed off to Mount Freeze. I've heard it is a place that is very difficult. Meh, it was alright. Will he be okay? Well, I'll check out the store first. Kecleon, I'm so sorry. Sold you this plain seed. You have nothing good anyway. Alright. Back to Tiny Woods. Actually, you know what? I'll not terrorize him today. I'll go to Thunderwave Cave instead. It's only like one floor more. Maybe I won't terrorize Pokemon with Thunderwave Cave today. I'm gonna see how far I can get away with not having to kill a Pokemon. Alright, it's the next day now. Oh god, he's here. Late riser. Like always, slow to rise. Archer Team Pucky Rescue. Kick, 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 kick. That's not what I came here to say. Not today. It hurts me to say this, but I need your help. Can you take me up Mount Freeze? I've tried going up over and over, but it's steep and harsh. Ninetales is up on Mount Freeze. I've got to see Ninetales. I'm prepared to do whatever it takes. That's why I'm asking you. Take me up to Mount Freeze. Sure. That's settled. You have my trust. Gengar can now tag along with the rescue team. The only place you want to go is Mount Freeze. I'm not about to tag along if you're going to other dungeons. I'll only tag along when you go off to Mount Freeze. Kick, kick, kick. Cool. Alright. So, might as well grab Gavin. Myself. If it's a story event. So. I might as well make myself the leader as well. Like I deserve. Mount Freeze. You going to Mount Freeze? Don't forget to take me. Kick, 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 kick. My mom texted me like almost an hour ago and I didn't answer her. I feel bad. She says, I may need a nap. I feel that, Mom. What level are you, Gengar? Bruh. Have you not gained any levels since we fought, like, back in episode 3 or 4? Goodbye. Mount Freeze shouldn't really be tough at all. I mean, like, it was, like, semi-tough when I was, like, level 15. Which is probably why Gengar's having trouble. So, figured I'd actually talk about something instead of, like, in this dungeon instead of Wish Cave, where I don't know why, it's, like, weirdly hot in my room right now. And it's like, late, actually, no, it's not really late afternoon. It's, like, mid-afternoon, it's, like, 2:30. And I really meant to do other things today. But I had to go into... Today was my day off. I went into work because I had to grab my keys, because I'm opening tomorrow morning, so I have to, like, you know, have keys to open, you know? And it was super busy in there. So I was like, oh, you know, I'll be nice and stay, and I worked the register for them for a little bit, because I was just going to get my keys, get a coffee, shout out to the Subway, and get a sub, because I figure, like, I'm probably not going to eat lunch if I don't get food there. And I was there for like 45 minutes because it was that busy. I didn't even get friggin' paid for it. And now it's like incredibly hot in my room. I'm actually going to pause real quick. I need to turn on the air conditioner. It's really hot in here. So there's a lot of cuts and editing going on in this episode. I'm going to hate it in about like an hour when I edit this episode. But I'll be right back. Alright, I feel better already. So sorry if you can hear that in the background. But I could feel it. I was starting to glisten. And it was not going to be good. Like, when you have a bald head, it just makes it that much more clear when you're sweating a lot. Because then, you know, I just get super shiny, and that's not good. I don't like attracting my attention to myself like that. Zangoose. No! Don't use that again. I'm getting this Zangoose. Okay, Vigoroth, you die. Zangoose, join me. Okay, so what was I even talking about? I don't remember. But I will talk about something else. So, wait. Is that even a move that you learn? Why do you know that? My internet's being weird for my computer, so I'm gonna like look that up on my phone. There's no way. Alright, so let's look up, what is it? Ghastly egg moves. Because it definitely does not get it by level up. No way. Alright. Pokemon database, that'll do. Alright, let's see. Ghastly Egg Moves, Gen 3. Egg moves. Astonish, Explosion, Grudge, Haze, Perish Song, Psywave, Will-O-Wisp. Interesting. Why do you know Quick Attack, Gengar? That does not make any type of sense to me. Anyway, what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah. So, I think I've talked about it before, but yesterday there was an update for it. But, so, I don't know, at the beginning of summer, I built my brother-in-law a computer. So he, he's really into racing. I've never really understood why, but he likes it. And he's been a good friend of mine long before that he was my brother-in-law. So, and he knows that I'm into PC building. So he texted me one day and was like, I want to build a computer or basically asked me to build a computer for him, for a game called iRacing. It's like a racing simulator. He's got a whole like steering wheel and like, you know, pedal system for it and everything. And he was playing it on a laptop before, like a normal like non-gaming laptop, and it was not looking how he wanted, understandably, because it was just a crappy little, probably just a dual-core processor laptop. And obviously that's not ideal for any kind of gaming, especially when it had, I'm like 99% sure that it had integrated graphics too, so it didn't even have like a dedicated graphics card. So, I was like, okay, cool. I advised, well, so I told him, I'm like, I don't really recommend getting a PC if you're, like, just for one game, you know? That's a lot of money to sink in to play one game, you know? So I was like, if you want, like, I would recommend just, like, switching over to PC gaming, you know, regularly. Why do you know Scratch? You definitely do not learn that. Anyway. He was like, no, like, I'm gonna get the new, whatever the newest Xbox is. I don't keep up with Xbox anymore since I started PC gaming. And I'm like, are you really sure you want this? He's like, yeah. I'm like, alright, well, what's your budget then? Like, I'll do the best I can, but, like, I wouldn't recommend spending too much money on it if you're only using it for one thing. He was like, about, like, $500. I'm like, it'll be tight, but I can make it work. So what I did was, I got him, one of the second, not second gen, like Ryzen 2. No, Ryzen 2000 series. APUs. It's a processor with graphics in the processor. Which generally aren't good, but these processors are, for what they are, they're very good. So I got him one of those. I got him the 2400G, which is the best one of those that you can buy. And it was a pretty decent system for $500. And long story short, the CPU ended up being bad. It did not... It had a couple bugs, like I don't know exactly what was wrong with it, but it's very clear that it was the processor, because I tried an old processor that I have. That used to be the one that I used for this channel in this PC before I upgraded it. That still fits in the same socket. So I used that along with my graphics card, and it worked fine. So it wasn't anything with his motherboard. I tried it with his RAM, worked fine. Tried it with the processor in my graphics card, and it did not work. So I'm like, okay, so it must be the processor. So I told him, I'm like, well, you've got two options. You can contact AMD, who's like the manufacturer of the processor, right? And you can send them your processor, they'll test it, and when they decide, because it definitely was a processor issue, when they decide that it is the processor that's the problem, they'll send you a new one. Or, I can give you my old processor, and you'll have to buy a new graphics card because it doesn't have graphics in it. I was like, all right, well, how much would that cost? I'm like, depends what you want. But for that processor, because it was just a quad-core, non-multi-threaded. Was it multi-threaded? I don't think so. It was a Ryzen... Jeez, I should know, because I used it for like a year and a half. Ryzen... No, I didn't. I used it for like 8 months. Anyway, Ryzen 3 was a 1300X. Yeah, it was not a bad processor at all. Yeah, I think it's just 4-core, 4-thread. Yeah. So, not anything crazy by any means. But, you know, you don't want to spend, you know, $400 on a graphics card to go with a quad-core CPU, you know? That just doesn't make sense. So I was like, I wouldn't spend more than $200. So he got a GTX 1660 No, 1650. And we set it all up last night, and it worked like a charm. You know, I had to, install the new drivers and everything, but it got like 180 something FPS in the game at 1080p. So like, you could basically run that game on a potato. So like, it wasn't that the game was, too tough for the processor. It was just the processor was a dud. And I felt really bad because like, that's money that you spent on that processor that you're just not getting back. So like, I do feel bad. Especially since that processor would probably be a better gaming processor than the one that I gave him. Purely processor-wise, if you were to just throw that 1650 in there with the 2400G, the original processor that he had, it'd probably do better. Not probably a ton, but it'd still be decent. Anyway, good time to wrap up the story. Here at last, we're at the peak. Hey, Ninetales, where are you? Come out. Hello, friend. Long time, Ninetales. Recognize me? What do you want? You know what I want. Look at me. Isn't it your fault that I look like this? What, you can't even begin by apologizing? It's not my fault. It all arose because you fled, isn't that so? You fled from yourself as a human. And you fled from Gardevoir. It was I who cast the curse, but you became Gengar because you abandoned Gardevoir. It was Gardevoir that bore my curse, not you. You're quibbling. Anyway, about that curse. How about lifting it already? You have the nerve to ask that? That's right. Imagine me asking someone for a favor. I'm breaking out in hives at the thought. Turn me down and I'll KO you. Well, it won't be me doing the fighting, but those behind me. I'll see this curse lifted, even if it means taking you on. I regret to inform. Even if you could defeat me, the curse would remain. I don't have the power to lift curses. What are you saying? We Ninetales are known to be vengeful in the extreme. Once we cast a curse, it is final. Our curse is so powerful, even we cannot lift it. There may be a way, however. I became enraged at your treacherous heart. And on it, I laid my curse. For that reason, depending on your heart now, the curse may be lifted. Take this with you. Gengar received the Nine-Tail Crest. Okay. From Ninetales. Gardevoir's physical form is sealed within the murky cave. The seal can be broken by that stone, the Nine-Tail Crest. Gotcha. We'll just go to this murky cave and plunk down that rock. And that breaks the seal. So goodbye to the curse. How do you like that? It's ridiculously simple. There's fruit fly. Got here. There was a way to lift the curse after all. You had me scared. Why do you do this? Hey, I kept you waiting. Let's go home. That oaf. He has changed in many ways, but he is wavering. His old and new emotions are clashing within his heart. If you would only realize that upon reaching the murky cave, if he does not... You did good today. Next we go to that murky cave place. It sounds like another challenging place, so I'll need your help still. Thanks. So does that have to be just me and Gengar? I'm not sure. But we will find that out next episode. And next episode will most likely be the finale of this series. So I'll talk more about it then. Murky Cave is a relatively short dungeon. But this is sort of like the last rounding out of the whole human becoming a Pokemon thing. So, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, please like and or subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch at CoolTrainerGav. Check out our second channel, Palette University, which focuses mainly on Pokemon Science, Pokemon Theories, etc. And until next time, smile you later.